All right, guys, what's going on? We're in the shop getting ready to go hit the water, and it looks like a beautiful day to go out there. Light wind, partly cloudy, and I think the walleyes are going to be biting crazy good. So we're going to get the boat loaded up and ready to go, and we'll see you on the water. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's a feeling like a better fish. We're just kind of working deep saddles today. We're just going around with sign imaging, looking for a bunch of bait fish and anything like that these fish could be holding on. And I think we stuck a pretty decent fish. Not as big as I thought. That's got to be close to 20, I bet. There we go, got him in the net. That guy shot up like a rocket and just annihilated it. A really, really good bite. Click my back reel off, there we go. It's a beautiful fish. That's all we're doing, we're just targeting these deeper saddles, between 22, 25, 26 feet, somewhere around there. Looking for big pods of bait. That's where the walleyes are going to be, kind of the wind-blown stuff, and that's all we're doing, and we're going to go catch some more. So this is what I'm looking for when I'm doing this technique, fishing these deeper saddles and deeper weed points. I'm not necessarily looking for weeds, I'm looking for all these bait. This is all bait. And so I'm not really looking for fish, I'm mainly looking for a food source, because these walleyes are going to come in and they're going to be feeding on all these little minnows and bugs and whatever else is down there. So that's really what I want to key on is all this bait. There we go. There's another one. That guy cracked it good too. These fish are biting really, really well, which is nice when you're fishing midday like this. And we're just doing the typical program right now for me, which seems to be a jig and a crawler. I mean, that's a flipper. Oh yeah, he'll flip. It's a good eater there. And what I noticed, I was using a short shank Northland Tungsten jig. And what I noticed is that when these fish would bite, oh, okay, come here. They were nipping the back end of the crawler. So I upgraded to, I'll show you here. This is a 1/4 ounce long shank tungsten jig from Northland. And that kind of seems to be helping my hookup ratio a little bit better. That's probably a 15.5. I'm keeping some fish today. I got some family out of town. They want some walleye. So I'm keeping a few fish to eat. This is a perfect one. So if you notice that they're nipping the back end of the crawler and you're coming back with it just at the end of the hook, upsize to a longer shank hook, it's going to help you catch a lot more fish that way. There's one. Yeah. The old jig and crawler never fails, it seems like. Probably another 16, 15 inch here. Little boat flipper. Yeah. Perfect eaters today. And we're just kind of working these areas pretty slow. When the sun gets high like this and it's pretty calm, and I know there's fish in an area, I will sit and I will work that area super, super slow. I'm just casting in these bait pockets and these deeper weeds, and there's fish all over. I'm passing a lot of fish that I don't want to eat, but there's a few in there that are a little bit more ambitious, a little bit more hungry, and want to eat. And this one I'm going to eat because this is a perfect little eater. There he is. Oh, that was a terrible hook set. The rod slipped out of my hand. But we got the fish, so that's really all that matters. Oh, this thing's got really big head shakes. Not too sure if it's really as big as I'm thinking. But a fish is a fish, and I just like catching. I don't really care how big they are. No, that's a good one. Ain't no monster, but a respectable walleye on a beautiful day. And these things are just so gold. I absolutely love the color of these fish. All right, get out of the net. Come on, get out of that. There we go. Absolutely love the color of these fish. I mean, look how gold it is. Just gorgeous looking fish. And my jigging cadence really isn't anything too fast or aggressive. It's pretty slow. We're just kind of taking little hops. Sometimes I'm just lifting it. Other times I'm just slowly reeling it just to keep that bait really straight. You know, it's another like 18, 19 inch fish, I bet. Another one for the box. I'm probably only gonna keep about 4 fish, so I just need 1 or 2 more. I don't remember how many I put in the box. And then I'll be perfectly satisfied. But it's just another gorgeous fish. Just jigging a crawlers. Man, there's a reason why I keep throwing them, because they're working. They're catching me loads and loads of walleyes. Now, rigging these crawlers is super important because you want these to lay as straight as possible on the hook. If they're a little bit long, kind of wonky, the fish aren't really going to pay much attention to them. So I run through the fattier side of the crawler. I like to get that hook right down the center of them. It takes a little bit to practice to get used to. I've done like 1,000 of these this year. And now that's gonna sit in the water perfectly straight when the tail is kicking, and you're gonna catch more fish because it just is a way better looking presentation for the fish. There he is. That one didn't really thump it too hard. He just kind of was just a little bit of a weight. It was like the jig head was stuck in mud. You know, when you're pitching in mud, that jig head kind of has a little bit of resistance. That's kind of how that guy bit. Probably one of the worst bites of the day, but we still got the fish. I don't know if he can flip. We're gonna try it. Oh yeah, he'll flip. He'll flip. That is just another beautiful, beautiful eater. That's really all I'm out here after, is just grabbing some fish for dinner. So I will catch these literally all day long. Does not matter to me at all. Nice 15 and a half, 16. That's probably 16 inch here. And we're pounding them today. We're pounding them today. You know, it's August. People think August, like, oh, fishing's really bad or whatever. Not this year. This year, August seems to be like one of the better months that we've had. I mean, the fish are biting really, really good. We are running into a lot of smaller fish. I've caught, I don't know how many, 12, 11, 12, 13 inchers. I'm not going to put those in the video just because I probably caught like 15 of them. But it's a really good sign for next year that we're going to have a bunch of fish just like this next year. Beautiful, beautiful eaters. There he goes. There he is. It's feeling like a walleye. We're hoping it's a walleye. But today has just been beautiful. I mean, the weather's been great. You know, for the lack of wind and having been like 80 something degrees, it's not unbearably hot out here, which is always a bonus. There's a nice eater there, which is exactly the mission today. The mission wasn't to go out and catch a bunch of big ones. The mission was to catch a bunch of these size ones, which worked flawlessly. Worked really, really well. But I got my fish I'm gonna eat, so this guy is gonna get the pass. And we're just gonna break down the rod quick. 7-foot medium light Mr. Walleye series with a Okuma Seamar 30, I think. 1/4 ounce long shank tungsten jig by Northland Tackle with a 1/2 crawler. It's been working the best for probably the last 2.5, 3 months. I haven't needed to throw anything else. Haven't really wanted to throw anything else. It's just been that good. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next one.